While there are still many cases of coronavirus across Southeast Texas, this is the first death related to COVID-19.
My heart has just been broken and saddened all afternoon.
A beloved local educator, Hardin-Jefferson ISD's band director, Mike Westbrook, died today, just days after he got sick.
Uncharted territory. That's what students and parents across Southeast Texas are experiencing.
I'm just happy that the parents are willing and able to help with this.
12 News at 10 starts now. Breaking tonight, the U.S. has now seen the most recorded coronavirus cases in the entire world, more than 85,000 confirmed cases.
And that includes a new confirmed case, someone in their 40s who lives in Port Arthur. Now, more than 1,200 people around the U.S. have died from the coronavirus, and Southeast Texas experienced its first coronavirus-related death today. Beloved Hardin-Jefferson ISD band director Mike Westbrook died only a couple of days after he started feeling sick.
The 54-year-old music educator touched the lives of thousands of students in 3 Southeast Texas districts. Friends say Westbrook loved to crack jokes and he had a passion for his students. 12 News reporter Tyler Segerman learned more about the lasting impact he had on the Golden Triangle. Tyler.
Yeah, Dejanique, you can feel the devastation not only here in Hardin County, but across Southeast Texas following the tragic news. Now, today I spoke with 2 people who say Westbrook will truly be missed. You can't see music, but you can certainly feel it. Across Southeast Texas, the feeling of sadness played through the minds of many.
My heart has just been broken.
I think we're all still in shock.
On Thursday, 54-year-old Dr. Michael Westbrook passed away from the coronavirus. A longtime band director for Hardin-Jefferson High School, his impact on students sang far beyond the classroom.
You could always tell when he interacted with the students that he just really cared for them, and they, of course, loved him right back.
Jose Ochoa, the band director at Little Cypress Mauriceville, says he can't remember Westbrook ever being in a bad mood. Ochoa says he always made people smile when he walked into a room, and not being able to see him anymore won't be an easy transition.
All of our hearts break just thinking of his students going back to a class without him, or his family coming home without him, because that's obviously a tough loss.
Westbrook didn't just teach music for nearly 30 years. He also played it for the Symphony of Southeast Texas.
His love of music didn't matter if it was classical, jazz, gospel. He just wanted to make music, and he wanted to make music with people.
Music director Chelsea Tipton II tells me Westbrook was always ready to work and passionately showcased his affection for melodies onto others. Tipton says the loss of a beloved musician and man is difficult, but his memory will not fade away.
His memory will live on through our music, and when we get back on the stage, we will certainly honor him.
Jefferson ISD did post a statement on social media today talking about how Westbrook did revive their music program in the 13 years he was here, and at the end of that it read, "The entire HJ community is heartbroken." In Sour Lake, Tyler Segerman, 12 News.
I think we all are heartbroken. Tyler, thank you for that as we remember Mike Westbrook. And across Southeast Texas, now 18 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Here's the breakdown by the numbers. 9 in Jefferson County. That includes that new Port Arthur case, someone in their 40s. It also includes a Christus St. Elizabeth Hospital ER employee who is tested positive. Elsewhere, we're talking 1 case in Hardin County with the 1 fatality that we just mentioned, 2 each in Chambers and Liberty counties, and then Tyler, Jasper, and Newton counties have not reported any cases.
Doctors and nurses are the ones on the front lines in the fight against the coronavirus. Locally, some are concerned about the decisions our leaders are making, while others say there isn't enough personal protective equipment for hospital workers. 200 million people, 21 states. They all have stay-at-home orders, but not Texas. Governor Greg Abbott has left that up to local leaders. A common source of strife in Jefferson County, Medical professionals we spoke with saying that without tougher restrictions, the coronavirus spread will get worse. Another issue they're concerned about is a lack of personal protective equipment. So we contacted both Christus and Baptist hospitals about their policies when it comes to things like masks, gloves, and gowns. Christus Health responded saying in part, we are utilizing personal protective equipment in accordance with CDC guidelines. Well, we're still waiting to hear back from Baptist.
Here are 3 things you need to know tonight about COVID-19. Number 1, the total number of U.S. cases has risen, as we told you at the top, more than 85,000 as testing has become more widespread. More than 1,200 deaths here in the U.S. Number 2, Governor Abbott has ordered a mandatory quarantine for folks trying to fly back into Texas from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and New Orleans. And number 3, the number of worldwide cases has surpassed 500,000. According to Johns Hopkins and their tracker, more than 120,000 people have recovered from the virus.
New info from the roller coaster on Wall Street. After a rough couple of weeks, there's finally some good news. For the 3rd straight day, stocks were up. The Dow gained nearly 1,400 points today. Investors showing confidence as the new coronavirus relief package advances through Congress.
And more now on that $2 trillion relief package. Earlier this evening in his coronavirus task force briefing, President Trump said the bill will bring relief for American workers and for American families.
I want to thank Democrats and Republicans in the Senate for unanimously passing the largest financial relief package in American history, 96-0. And I have to say it's the largest by far. And I'm profoundly grateful that both parties came together to provide relief for American workers and families in this hour of need.
And an hour of need is right, as lots of Americans are wondering how they will make ends meet as they await their share of this stimulus package. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, nearly 3.3 million Americans filed for unemployment benefits last week. That's the highest number on record since 1982. Folks in the service industry are especially feeling this burn. From barbers to bartenders, many are just hoping that better days are ahead so that they can get back to work. We spent some time with a Mid-County bartender named Crystal Chason. She's one of the millions across the country that's out of a job because of the current restrictions. The tough part, she says her family is running out of options.
We live check to check working as servers and bartenders, so we don't have anything coming in with not being able to be at work.
Officials with Workforce Solutions say because of the uncertainty of this virus, right now it's hard to have a good idea of the long-term economic consequences that this health crisis will have on Southeast Texas families.
All new here at 10, teachers have some helpful hints from the experts. Lamar's College of Education has stepped up to help educators make this switch to online learning. Victoria De Leon found out exactly what they're offering.
Now, these resources range from lesson plans to video tutorials and even worksheets for kids in pre-K through the 12th grade. And the best part, these tools are available for free to make that switchover a little easier.
Students across the state are plugging in the laptops as they switch over to completely online classrooms.
It's just a different modality.
It's the new norm as COVID-19 continues to spread across the country. Dr. Kenneth Young is an associate professor of educational leadership at Lamar University. He says a large portion of the school districts in Texas already use technology to some extent.
But to have to make this shift, from a face-to-face, educational setting to online instruction in, this very short amount of time is an incredible challenge.
Dr. Young and other faculty members at Lamar began offering online resources to help educators effectively set up their new online classrooms.
And we're all in this together, so we're going to get in here and we're going to learn together.
This includes worksheets available at the click of a button.
We do it for you guys because we know you are serving our students.
And lots of virtual meetings.
You've got to be creative in how you can.
After only a week, Lamar University is estimating anywhere from 250 to 500 educators that have benefited from these resources. But there's no way to know for sure since the social media posts are constantly being shared.
They do what teachers do. They have come together. These individual campuses are coming up with plans, and creating some delivery, some great content. It's been pretty amazing to watch and to be a part of.
Now, these resources are also available to parents who are homeschooling their kids. You can find a link to all these tools on our website, 12newsnow.com. In Beaumont, Victoria De Leon, 12 News.
Great information, Victoria. Well, 2 other school updates tonight. The Lamar Institute of Technology has delayed its spring 2020 commencement ceremonies, and Nederland ISD has closed school through April 10th. The district says that meal services will continue through this time.
Uncharted territory. That's what students and educators are both dealing with as they try to get used to this online learning, this flexible education program, as the experts call it. Teachers say keeping a schedule at your house with your kids should help them stay on track. Communicate with the teachers if you or your child needs extra help. Assistant Superintendent Julie Gauthier at Port Neches Grove says they're using a combination of assignments and techniques to help students keep learning.
Whether it be the Google Classroom format or paper format or home delivery, whatever it is, we've worked that out with each of our parents.
For more resources and more advice, you might want to check out the Texas Connections Academy. We'll link you to it on 12newsnow.com.